Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the VWDW challenge. I'm Wayne. This is the video that I never wanted to make. This, for a long time, will be my final vlog. And I have various reasons behind that I will go into in a moment. I started my channel just under 2 years ago in the hope of getting enough people to be able to follow my channel, to be able to inspire lots of people. And I think in the process of the last few years and during COVID, I think I've managed to do that. Leia's by the side of me. Would you agree, Leia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening and why has this decision come about? Okay, so a couple of reasons why. Firstly, a few days ago I've discovered that YouTube is putting adverts on the front of my vlogs. I always made a promise that my channel would not have adverts and it would be free to everyone to watch without having to go through and click on the skip ad button. YouTube have done this, so some odd dentist in some office somewhere who's a multi-millionaire or some millionaire company is pretty much hijacking my channel, and my channel was created to show people with hidden disabilities, and people with hidden disabilities don't care about teeth whitening, don't care about buying cars, and don't care about all the stuff that these advertisers have stuck on the front of my channel. And if I can get the adverts to go away, then it may help towards me one day maybe coming back. But it is not ethical for YouTube to stick those sorts of adverts which I have no control over, and for someone else to be making profit from my channel. And if they didn't have the courtesy to say, by the way, Wayne, we'd like to advertise on your channel, we'll give you some money towards the challenge and we'll help out some charities. Instead, greed took over. That was one reason behind this. The second reason, greed on behalf of Disney. And I'm going to say one word: Genie has stopped this channel. And this channel does not refer too much to people in America, because in the UK it is a lot more expensive to come to Disney. In fact, it's almost double the price, and I'm going to go through a breakdown with you in a minute about how much it will cost us from the UK to come to Disney, and I have based these numbers on a family of 4. By the time I get to the end, you will see why Disney have become so unethical that it is virtually impossible for me to be willing to keep doing Disney things and plugging Disney all the time when it has become one of the most unethical companies in the world. It goes from being the best to the worst, and it's done it with one word: Genie. So I've still got gems which I am posting out to everyone, and I will keep my promise that everyone that commented on a certain one of my vlogs where I did the gemstones will be receiving one, and there are more being posted out. September is now over. Mr. Biden has buried his head in the sand, along with some other poor decisions which he is making at the moment, along with the United Kingdom government, who are also making rather poor judgments, which once again, for an multi-organ transplant patient and a Disney lover to say to be beaten by politics and Disney's greed shows how shockingly bad this is. And we don't all earn a lot of money and we can't afford to pay. So why am I finishing this channel? And I've had to write it down in a note because there's so much, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much. Leia's on camera.
Hello. I'm like over here.
I've had to write them all down because I put them on a notepad, because there is so much that Disney have taken away. And Disney is just any other park now. It is, and I understand that people in America don't have to pay for a lot of what we are going to have to pay for from the United Kingdom. And that is a reality. But however, I will still be watching all your vlogs, liking what you do, and not judging, because this vlog has never judged anyone. However, the cost from the United Kingdom, and I'm not even going to include the hotel costs or anything else in this. I'm actually not even going to include the actual Disney passes themselves, because the money I'm about to tell you is eye-watering. And some of the things that Disney have done is eye-watering. So I'm coming from the UK and a family of 4, and we were planning sort of next year, weren't we? But what have Disney done? Disney have got
greedy, and they basically have taken over
the world, haven't they? Yeah. So it started a little while ago, and I was able to look over some things. And like I said, my channel is an ethical channel. I cannot stand by and continue to publish stuff to do with Disney when it has become one of the most unethical. And I'm not like other YouTubers. I stand by what my channel stands for, which is supporting people with hidden disabilities. And someone with a hidden disability is not going to understand what Disney are doing now. They've made it impossible, and they don't care. And that is the worst thing anyone can do. And I know a lot of vloggers are going to say, oh yeah, it's, we understand, and we understand, and they'll talk about it and they'll go through vlogs about it. I'm doing something about it with action, because there'll be 150 less people the following week who are going to watch my vlogs and think, you know what, I could go to Disney, or I could do what he's doing. And there'll be people that will not go to Disney because they're watching this. And as vloggers, we have a responsibility. Who I can afford to do what the pass that Disney's just introduced, the Genie. I can afford it, but I'm going to stand with the 95% of the people who can't afford it, the ones who have been waiting in the cattle class queues from all around the world who can't afford it, and I won't walk past them paying for super duper fast passes whilst they can't afford to do what I'm doing. That is unethical, along with everything else that Disney is doing at the moment. So, rant over. I'm going to start from the beginning. So in the very beginning, Disney, the UK government, sorry, in the beginning of COVID, the UK government introduced PCR testing. Now, if you're coming from the United Kingdom, and I have based all these figures on the lowest number. I've gone look around for the cheapest, and so the figure I'm going to give you at the end is actually the lowest figure. The normal figure is going to be a lot higher than this, but I'm trying to do it fair, and I'm trying to put down the lowest numbers. So, PCR testing. For a family of 4, for a PCR test going out, a PCR test when we land, a PCR test before we come back, and a PCR test after we land, the total is £960, or about $1,300 for a family of 4 for PCR testing. And the UK government and the politicians are immune. Last week, over 200 politicians jumped on a plane from all their foreign holidays with their families and walked straight through customs and said diplomatic immunity, I am a politician, and they walked straight through within 24 hours to get back to holding an emergency session of Parliament. £960 for a family of 4 who don't have that privilege. And that's a lot of money. Magical Express. It's going. And it will be going next year. So now let's add on for a family of 4 for 2 trips, minimum price £120 to and from Disney. That's a lot. You add that onto the 960. We're starting to get warm, aren't we? Magic bands were taken away. We're looking at $50 for a family of 4. I hope you're adding this up, because I'm going to give you the total at the end of how much this is going to cost. Car parking at the hotel, should you have a car. And I'm basing these numbers on a 7-day stay. You can double this for a 14. If you use the ticket, the Mears car hire, and you get to your hotel and then you hire a car, on top of that, if you're in a hotel now, it's going to cost you $140 for parking in the hotel. A Disney hotel on site. used to be free. And then there's the final straw. There's Genie. For a family of 4, it's $60 a day. That's £420 for a 7-day stay. Double it if you're a 2-weeker. In 18 months, Disney have added £1,690 onto the cost of a family of 4's holiday. Not only have they added that money on, they have now arranged for only people staying in deluxe hotel to be able to have magical hours. Unethical. Not what my channel was created for. I cannot support this. Christmas parades at Christmas will now be ticketed events for certain shows that used to be free. I cannot support this, what they are doing. It is not right in any way, shape or form. They have taken 30% of the magic away and added £1,690. If you convert these prices over to dollars, they've added about $2,100 onto a family of 4's holiday and taken away for doing it. I've already purchased my tickets for September, and part of the tickets that I purchased said Fast Pass and Memory Maker. That will now be put onto Genie. When I go to the parks, I want to decide where I go. I want to look at the map and I want to make up my own mind, which I can do. I do not want to be told by a computer where to go. Everything combined, it has made it impossible for a family on a budget from the United Kingdom to travel to the United States. And it is purely because of greed, it is because of Disney's greed, and it is because of politicians, both sides of the Atlantic, making decisions which are not just unethical but tailored to only suit the rich. And I cannot stand by and let my channel represent that. I cannot let those people with disabilities who watch my vlogs try to be sold dental plans, cars, dog food, whatever they want. It's not ethical. And even my daughters cried over this, because when they find out they can't go to Disney, it's heartbreaking for a child to know. But there are truths which need to be told, and this vlog is telling the truth about how much it's gone up. I'm talking with my feet by stopping my channel. Please don't unsubscribe. It will be back one day when Disney stop the greed. I have a sneaky feeling that Disney haven't finished with you, the American annual pass holders, yet. And I have a really sneaky feeling that your discounts from your annual passes and your DVCs are going to be gone or very severely cut. I also believe in the next few months that Disney will start charging for your food reservations in restaurants. And I wasn't wrong when I said this a few months ago, and I don't think there's a limit to what Disney are going to do. I really don't. They're not going to stop until only the super wealthy who have jets and boats can afford to go to the park. So, on that note, I'm going to hang up the cap for a while until Disney stop being greedy. And like I said, I'm not like other vloggers. I'm doing it for real. I'm putting my vlog where other people are going to talk about it. I'm doing it. I'm actually going to hang it up and say, stop being greedy, Disney. It's not, you're hurting people. You're hurting disabled people. You're hurting a lot of people by what you are doing. And I will still support all the other vloggers. And if you're new to this channel and you've come across this, there's a button somewhere you can hit. And I don't like saying that. One day I will be back, but I will be back when Disney have sorted out the greed. And when the UK governments have sorted out their greed and their paperwork and made it impossible for families to travel. And it's a horrible note to finish my vlog on, because I've never wanted to do this. I wanted my channel, and it's really hard because I think if I look on my USB key here, I had about 3 or 4 vlogs to post. I'm not going to post them because I can't post things to do with saving money in Disney and Disney products, because I believe passionately that Disney are targeting so many people, including the people with the disabilities. Daz is going to be thrown into Genie. Genie is going to get abused with the Daz, and then they will stop Daz, and that will affect people with hidden disabilities. And the problem is Disney do not care, and I can't support that. And I'm an avid Disney fan. If you saw inside my house and my son's room, you'd see it's wall to wall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wall to wall. Do you want to come say goodbye to the people before we go? Say.
I've also got kind of something to say.
Go on then.
Disney, you better stop, because after this vlog, many people are probably going to stop coming to Disney because you've made it too expensive, and there aren't many billionaires, thousandaires, whatever you call them. You may have money and you may have greed, okay? But we can stick up for ourselves, okay? We don't need Disney too much.
Like it says, we can afford to go there and do this ticket. We're doing the right thing. We're joining in with the people that can't, and we're talking with our feet, and we're talking with our channel, and we're telling Disney to stop with the greed. You've hurt people now. You're hurting people with what you're doing. And to put the video out, the final straw for me was when you phone them up and you tell the Disney customer services, please guys, do not be angry with Walt Disney staff. This is nothing to do with them. Disney staff have not had a choice. But well, there's 30,000 people being made redundant from Disney, and Disney are doing this. No one in their right mind is going to support it. Like I said, you're going to talk about it, you're going to have discussions. I'll try and get along to some of them, but I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to stop, and I'm not going to let people see my channel and think I've got to go to Disney now, because Disney will be conning you out of a lot of money, and it's not worth the money. I don't go to Disney to be stuck on my phone for a mobile day and to be charged for something that's I've already paid a pass to go on the ride, so why are you charging me more? Sorry, it's not on. Maybe if something happens next year, Disney change their mind. They may, if we stick together. If the richer people like us stick with the poor people, and we all work together, and we all slate what Disney have done and stand up and do the right thing, maybe Disney may change their mind. What do you reckon?
Pardon?
Do you reckon Disney would change their mind if we all stand together?
They might.
They might.
And I've also got something else to say.
Go on then.
If anyone's actually watching this video, if you can stop going to Disney, then we can stand up for ourselves. And
they don't want to stop. People want to stop. Anyway, so yes, I might see you in the future if Disney do the right thing. I've got lots of interesting things coming up throughout the course of the year, and I'm going to video it, save it all onto the key. Maybe when the time's right and I come back and the politicians stop being greedy, stop being selfish, when Disney stops being selfish and greedy, then maybe we can come back and start doing the right thing and maybe inspiring some more people if my screen stops going blurry. So that being said, I'm hanging up the cap. I'll stay in contact. I'll keep watching. Don't unsubscribe to my channel. I will be back at some point in the future, but whilst this is happening, we can't support Disney, and we're doing the right thing. So hanging up the cap. Hanging up the cap, baby.
I might hang up my cap.
You're gonna hang up your cap. I'm hanging up the cap. Take care. See you maybe in the future.
Bye.